Hi guys, what's up? If you've been here before, thank you so much for your support and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Pratiksha Kaushik and I make videos on beauty, fashion, lifestyle, vlogs and so much more. So welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you are here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to shave your face. Now in the market, there are so many facial hair removal methods: threading, waxing, epilation, laser, shaving, etc. But I personally prefer shaving simply because it's painless and not tedious at all. I'm going to be answering some of the very common questions people have about shaving. I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of shaving, and I'm also going to show you exactly how I do this on myself. No matter what you're using, no matter if you're trying a different procedure, if you're using a new product, whatever it is, always do a patch test. It is not necessary that if something's working for me, it'll work for you. So always do a patch test before you do anything. If you're someone who has active acne or has some sort of skin issues on their face, then please consult your doctor before you do any sort of procedures on your face. So I personally do not have any active acne, or even if I do have like one or two pimples once in a while, I do not use the razor on myself. Thirdly, I'm no professional in this space, so this is just what works for me and how I personally like to remove facial hair. Before we get into the video, if you do enjoy watching this video, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to click on the bell icon right next to it so that you don't miss out on any future uploads. Now without making this intro any more longer, let's quickly get into the video. Coming to the first part of this video, I'm going to be answering some of the common questions people have about shaving. So the very first question that people have is, will the hair grow thicker or faster? Very simple answer to this question is no. Shaving does not affect the thickness, the rate of growth or the color of your hair. Now I would like to explain this in very simple terms. If you take a strand of hair, the structure of the hair is such that the base of it is thicker and the end is tapered, something like this picture right here. Because shaving is a process of cutting off the hair from the surface and not actually removing the hair from the root, it gives an illusion that the hair growing out is thicker. Now to explain this in very simple words, so what actually happens is when you shave, you cut off the hair that is on top of your skin. So only the shaft goes. Thus when the hair grows out, it's the bottom half of the hair that comes onto the surface, which is obviously thicker, and thus it gives an illusion that your hair that is growing is thicker. Moving on, the next question is, does it hurt? No, it is completely painless. If you have active acne, it can make things worse for you, so do not go ahead and do it if you're facing any sort of acne or any sort of skin issues. Moving on to the third commonly asked question is, how often should I do this? I personally do this once in 10 days, but it completely depends on how your hair growth is. You can do this less often than 10 days or more often than 10 days depending on the rate at which your hair. So that's about it for all the questions. If you have any other questions, then you can put it down in the comment section and I'll be happy to help. Moving on to the pros and cons of shaving. Talking about the benefits of shaving, firstly, it acts as a mild exfoliator, meaning to say that it not only helps remove facial hair, but it also helps take off dead skin cells on the top layer of the skin. The second advantage is that it helps remove flakiness. If you're facing any sort of flakiness, again it's because of dryness and dead skin cells, so it helps remove all of that and gives it a very healthy glow. Thirdly, when you shave your face, so basically your hair is the only barrier between your skin and the products that you apply on the skin. So when you shave your face, you're kind of removing that barrier. This increases the efficiency of the skincare products. So it helps absorb the products that you apply, which means it makes it more effective and gives you better results. Last but not the least, it creates a very smooth base for makeup application. Apart from all of this, it is painless, low cost, easily available, and the least time consuming facial hair removal method. Coming to the cons of shaving, personally I see only two cons in this process. One is that you will have to do this process more often when compared to waxing or epilation, because in these two methods you're actually taking the hair out from its root, so it takes time to come on top of the surface. But in shaving, you're actually just cutting it off from the surface, so it does not take that much time for it to come back on top when compared to waxing and epilation. That's why this process has to be done more often. The second con is that there is a slight risk of razor burns. When you do the process, sometimes you might, if you put too much pressure, or if you're in a hurry, or if this blade is a little too sharp, then there might be a slight risk of cuts or even ingrown hair, but the risk is very, very minimal. And I am going to give you some tips on how you can make sure that you don't have ingrown hair or have any sort of cuts, and how you can do the process. So stay tuned. So that's about it for all the information about shaving. Now let's actually see how to actually do this. There are some things that you should take care of pre-shaving. So firstly, always exfoliate your face. I personally prefer using a physical exfoliator, not a chemical exfoliator. So I use the M Caffeine Naked and Raw Coffee Face Scrub. Now you can go ahead and use anything. If you're using a chemical exfoliator, then make sure you exfoliate 3 to 4 days before. Now the second thing is optional. Some people like to shave on bare skin, but I personally prefer applying a layer of something hydrating on my face. So I either go in with aloe vera gel, coconut oil, or any thick moisturizer, simply because you reduce the friction between the razor and the face, so it gives you a very, very smooth shave, and you reduce the risk of cuts because you're reducing the friction. Now I'm gonna show you how to actually do the process of shaving. It's my bare skin. First things first, I'm putting my hair up. Secondly, I'm putting a layer of aloe vera here. As I said earlier, you can go ahead and use coconut oil, any moisturizer, or aloe vera. This is simply because it just reduces the friction between your skin and the razor, and it gives you a very, very smooth shave. Now grab a facial razor like the one shown here. I repeat, do not use the razors that you use on your body for hygiene purposes, and also those razors are much sharper than these razors. Always look out for eyebrow razors or razors like these. These are easily available on Amazon, Nykaa, or even Miniso for that matter. Now grab a razor like so and tilt the razor and place it against your skin at a 45-degree angle. Do not keep it perpendicular to the skin. You might cut your skin if you do that. And then use light strokes and shave the hair in the direction of your hair growth. If required, you can use your other hand to hold the skin tight in order to prevent any friction. You can see how simple the process is. Just using light strokes, go all over your face. Be very careful when you're near the eyebrow areas. There have been multiple times where I have cut off extra eyebrows. Another thing I would like to tell is this process is more efficient for people who have peach fuzz. After you're done going through your entire face, rinse your face and apply a very, very thick layer of moisturizer. Hydration after shaving is very, very important. Now if you're someone gets little tiny red bumps immediately after shaving, then you can also go ahead and apply ice and then layer it up with a moisturizer. There's one last tip that I would like to give you. Always wash and sanitize your razors after use and dispose them off after 3 to 4 uses maximum. They are called disposable razors for a reason, and the key to avoid ingrown hair, razor burns, or any sort of infections onto your skin is to use a sharp sterile razor, so don't try to get the most out of your razors. So that's about it for today's video. I hope you found this helpful. If you do have any other questions, don't hesitate to put it down in the comments section. I have also linked some of the products that might be helpful for shaving in the description box below, so don't forget to check that out. If you did find this video helpful and if you enjoyed watching it, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Also click on the bell icon right next to it so that you don't miss out on any future uploads. You can also follow me on my Instagram handle. I post random stuff there. So if you want to dig more into my life, then it's on Instagram. I will see you super soon in my next video. Till then, bye.